Okay, good day to each and everyone who are enrolled in BM 103 Calculus 1. So we will continue in finding the derivative. Okay, so for example, no, problems, find the derivative. Assume A, B, C, K are constant. So pag makakita tayo class sa equation na may A, ibig sabihin ng A ay constant, no? Kasi sinabi sa direction, we will assume A as constant, we will assume B constant also, C constant, and K is also constant. Okay, so we have to find the derivative. So given this equation, y equals 6x cubed plus 4x squared minus 2x. So in finding derivative class, if you look at the equation, no, we are looking for dy over dx. Okay? So as I've said, ang ibig sabihin ng dy over dx, that is actually slope, no? Slope, or sometimes that is tangent theta. Right? So how will you find dy over dx given this equation y equals 6x cubed plus 4x squared minus 2x? So we have to derive both sides, no? Derivative of y, no? Derivative of y is dy, derivative of x is dx. So if you're using implicit, if you're using implicit, and if you are using implicit, okay, so given y equals 6x cubed plus 4x squared minus 2x, okay, you're using implicit, no? Ito ang gagamitin natin. So meaning we have to derive both side. The derivative of y, is dy, okay, equals derivative of 6x cubed, that is actually, no, yung sa steps natin, 3 times 6 is 18. Copy natin ng x, and then ang exponent niya 3 minus 1, that is equals to 2. Okay, the next is plus. And then next, ganoon din, ang exponent mo na, exponent times 4 is equals to 8. Then copy natin ang variable x. Sorry. Ayan. Okay, no? Ulitin ko. Derivative of 6x cubed, no, 3 times 6 is 18. Then kopya natin ang x, and then 3 minus 1, rules yun ng derivation, 2. So 18 x squared. Then the derivative of x, lagyan natin ang smile, derivative of x is dx. Right? The next is plus. Okay, derivative of 4x squared. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. Yan. Then copy variable x, then 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 minus 1 is equals to 1, and then the derivative of x, this one, lagyan natin ang smile, dx. Then minus. Okay, next is, of course, may 1 dito yan, no? That is the exponent of x. 1 times 2 is 2. And then x, copy x, and then exponent niya 1 minus 1 is 0. Then the derivative of x is dx. Okay, using implicit. Okay, so using implicit. So mangyari class, no? We have to simplify, no? Ito lang ang differential calculus, no? So we have to simplify to arrive, para maka-arrive tayo class sa dy over dx. Okay, using implicit. So, ano mangyari dito? Kopya natin muna ang dy equals, diba, 18 x squared dx plus 8x dx minus 2 exponent of 0, any number if the exponent is 0, that is equals to 1, no? Because that is actually divided by itself. So x divided by x is 1. 5 to the exponent of 0 is equals to 1. Kasi nga, that is actually divided by itself. 5 divided by 5 is equals to 1. So 2 times 1 is 2, then dx. Okay? So how will you arrive to dy over dx? Kulang tayo class ng dx, no? Over dx. So again, dy is equals to, so factor out, we have to factor out dx, no? Common ang dx. So, ang naiwan dito class is 18, di ba? 18x square kasi ang dx natin nandito, no? I-factor out natin ang dx. Plus 8x minus 2, right? So double check natin, counter check. Dx times 18x square is 18x square dx. Dx times 8x is 8x dx. Dx times negative 2 is negative 2 dx. So again, ano bang kukunin natin dito? We are looking or we are solving class for dy over dx. So kulang tayo dito, no? Okay na ang dy natin, meron na. Kulang tayo ng over dx. Lagyan lang natin ng over dx. Yan. So, kung anong ginawa natin sa kabilang equation, sa kabila, ganun din sa other side, no? Yan. Divide also by dx. So, cancel out ang dx. So, mangyari, our dy over dx is equals to 18x squared 8x, tama na, minus 2. Right? So, using implicit. Yan. O, pwede rin natin i-direct sa class, no? Ano ba ang equation na yon? 6, okay? Kopya natin muna ang problem. Right? So, diba? Y equals what? 6x cubed. Yan. 6x cubed plus 4x squared minus 2, minus 2x using power rule, no? Gagamitan natin class ng power rule kasi pwede siya, no? That is the most easiest way to find derivatives using power rules. So kaya siya ng power rule, so we have to derive y with respect to x, of course. That is dy over dx. Derivative of y is dy, derivative of x is dx. So we read this one, no, ang dy over dx, we read this one as the derivative of y with respect to x, or the rate of change of y with respect to x, o equals. Okay, so how will you derive 6x cubed? So ganun lang, no? 3 exponent 3 times 6 is 18. 18, then copy x natin variable, so 3 minus 2, diba? 3 yan, no? 3 minus 2 is equals 3 minus 2. 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. So, derivative of x is dx, pero nandito na yan, no? Plus, okay, so derivative of 4x squared, that is 2 times 4 is 8. And kopya natin ang x, and then 2 minus 1 is 1. Ayan. So then derivative of x is dx minus derivative of 2x, may 1 dyan, 1 times 2 is equals to 2, and then x, exponent niya is 0. Bakit 0? Kasi may 1 dito, no? Understood, may 1. So 1 minus 1 is 0. And then simplifying this one, kasi pwede pa natin i-simplify ito. So again, dy over dx is equals to 18x squared plus 8x minus 2. Kasi, ano yan? X to the power of 0 is equals to 1. So 1 times 2 is 2. This one, no? So yan. Ayan ang dy over dx natin. Okay, 18x squared plus 8x minus 2. Or actually, no, pwede natin sabihin ito, ang dy over dx is just your slope m, or sometimes tangent theta. Okay, next example. So if you look at number 25, y equals 3t squared plus 12 over square root of t minus 1 over t squared. So paano ba natin gawin ito? No? If you look at the problem, kung ang variables natin dito class, dalawa yan, no? Y and the t. Ang okay na ito, ang t natin nasa taas. Ang problema dito, no, ang t natin nasa baba. So gawin natin sa taas muna yan, no? Ito also nasa baba yan. So transfer natin muna sa taas bago tayo mag-derive. Okay? So copy natin muna ang given equation. y equals 3t square plus 12. Ang ibig sabihin ng square root of t, that is t to the power of 1/2. Okay, minus 1 over t square. Okay, so as I've said, para maiwasan natin ang quotient rule, no? Para maiwasan natin ang quotient rule, kaya pa naman ito ilagay sa taas. So ang tawag sa ano yun, ang tawag doon, that is reciprocal, no? Okay, so hindi pa tayo nag-derive, no? Y equals 3t square plus 12, di ba? So ang t natin to the power of 1/2 magiging negative 1/2 na siya, pero nasa taas na ang t. Okay, minus then t, understood may 1 dito, no? Understood may 1. Okay, then negative 2, right? So next is makikita natin plus ang variable y, ang variable t natin nasa taas na yan. So that's the time you can derive. So if you're using implicit, pag gamitan natin ng implicit, gusto ko kasi ng implicit, no? Implicit derivation. Okay, so the derivative of y, this one, derivative of y is dy, diba? Equals, okay, what is the derivative of 3t square? Okay, so 2 times 3 is 6. Yan. And then t, copy natin ng t, then 2 minus 1 is 1. Then the derivative of t is dt. Okay, plus negative 1/2 times 12, this one. Negative 1/2 times 12, calculator. Ano ba? Negative, okay, negative 1/2 times 12. Using calculator, negative 1/2, alright, times 12 equals negative 6. So negative, saan ba yun? Okay, so yan, no? Negative 6. Okay, and then t, diba? So negative 1/2, this one, negative 1/2 minus 1, again using calculator, negative 1/2 minus 1, no? So minus 1 ang rules, equals negative 3 over 2. So it will be negative 3 over 2. Okay, so next is this one, negative, no? Negative, minus, no? Minus, then okay, so negative 2 times may 1 dito, so that is equals to negative 2. Diba? Then t, copy natin ng t, and then negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Sorry, negative 3. O yan, no? Oh, sorry, no? May derivative ng, sorry, 3, i-move ko lang muna ito. Kulang tayo ng alright, ayan. Okay, dito anong kulang natin dito, class? This one? Hindi natin na-derive ang t, no? Kasi we are using implicit. Derivative of t is dt. Diba? Naka-smile yan. And then also this one, derivative of t is dt. Okay? So, then tapos na ang differential calculus. So we have to simplify to solve for dy over dt. Right? So how will you simplify? Kopya natin dy equals, that is actually 60 dt, di ba? Yan. So nawala na ang smile dyan. And the next is positive times negative, that is negative 6. And then t, negative 3 over 2 dt. And then negative times negative, 1. Negative times negative, positive 2 t, negative 3 dt. Okay. So again class, now we are looking for dy over dt. So we have to what? Okay, we have to factor out dt, no? We have to factor out dt. Yan, no? dt. So our dy equals, yan, factor out natin ang dt. So ang naiwan dito class is 60. Dito is 60 negative 3 over 2 plus 2 negative 3. So kung i-counter check natin, dt times 60 is 60 dt. Okay, so then minus din, no? dt times 60 to the power of negative 3 over 2, ito siya. And then dt times 2t negative 3 is 2t negative 3 dt. So again, we are looking for dy over dt. Kulang tayo ng over dt dito. Lagyan din natin ng over dt sa kabila. Then we can cancel out dt. Diba? So our dy over dt is equals to 60 minus 60 negative 3 over 2 plus 2t negative 3. Okay? So pwede natin, no? Pwede natin gawing positive ang exponent. Mas maganda pag positive ang exponent. So using reciprocal lang, no? Using reciprocal, no? dy over dt is equals to 60 minus 6. Okay, so lagay ang t sa baba. Positive na ang kanyang exponent. Then may plus 2. Lagay ang t sa baba kasi negative. Magiging positive 3. Okay, so your dy over dt is equals to 60 minus 6 over t to the power of 3 over 2 plus 2 over t cube. Right? Using implicit yan, no? So using power rule, kaya pa naman siya ng power rule. Kaya ano ba ang given equation? Ang given equation natin, let's call it y equals 3t square anong next? Okay, plus 12t negative 1 half plus 12t negative 1 half and then minus t negative 2 minus t negative 2. Okay, right? So using power rule, no? Gamitan natin ng power rule. Using power rule. Using power rule kasi naka-arrange ang given equation, pwede natin gamitan ng power rule. So the derivative of y with respect to t, of course, is dy over dt equals, so mapapansin natin ang dt natin nandito na, no, sa baba. Ayan. So how will you derive 3t squared? That is 2 times 3. Ang steps natin, exponent muna, no? Lagyan natin ng step. 2 times 3 is 6 p, then 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, then next is plus, of course. And then negative 1 half times 12. Negative 1 half times 12, that is negative 6. Okay, negative 6. And then t, negative 1 half, no? Negative 1 half minus 1 is negative 3 over 2. Diba? Yan. Okay, minus. Diba? Minus yan. So, minus ito. So, minus din, no? Minus what? Okay, minus exponent negative 2 times may 1 dyan. That is negative 2. Okay, then t, 2 minus 1, negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Using power rule. So, simplifying this one, no? dy over dt equals 60. Diba? Positive times negative 6, then t, yan, negative 3 over 2, and then negative times negative, positive 2, t negative 3, right? So gawin nating positive ang exponent. So dy over dt is equals to 60 minus 6 using reciprocal. So, yan, no? Positive na, no? Positive 3 over 2. Yan. Plus 2 t cube. Okay? Yan. So, next example. Ayan. Okay, so given y equals the square root of x times the quantity of x plus 1, how will you derive this one? Okay. So, pwede pa natin iwasan ng ang product rule, no? Pwede pa natin i-distribute ang square root of x. So, bago tayo mag-derive, distribute natin muna ang square root of x. Right? So, your y, ang ibig sabihin ng square root of x, x to the power of 1/2. Times x plus 1. So, hindi pa tayo nag-derive, no? Nag-distribute muna tayo ng square root of x. So, y equals x 1/2 times 1. That is actually, diba? This is actually plus 1, no? Plus 1, sorry. X exponent 1/2 times x, that is actually x 1/2. Just add the exponent. So, how much? That is x 3 over 2. So, this will be x 3 over 2 plus, no? Plus man yan. Yan, plus. So, x 1/2 times 1 is x 1/2. Okay, so, yan, no? Yan. Nawala na dyan ang square root of x times the quantity of x plus 1. So, that's the time we can derive using power rule. So, kung kaya natin iwasan class ang product rule and quotient, iwasan natin yun kasi mahaba, tapos malaking chance na ma-error ang solution natin. Okay, so derivative of y with respect to x, that is dy over dx, equals, so how will you derive this one? That is 3 over 2 times 1 is 3 over 2, no? Yan, x, then 3 over 2 minus 1, how much? 3, using calculator, 3 over 2, and then minus 1, positive 1/2. Alright, positive 1/2. Tama na ba? Okay, so plus 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. 1/2. And then x, yan. 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Diba? 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Okay, so simplifying. Dy over dx is equals to 3 over 2 x 1/2 plus x, no? 1 times x, the negative 1/2, that is x negative 1/2 over 2. Okay, so dy over dx is equals to 3 over 2. Ang ibig sabihin class ng, diba? Ang ibig sabihin ng x 1/2, that's the square root of x, no? Pwede rin, no? Yan. Then plus, yan, 1/2. Ilagay ko ang x to the power of negative 1/2 para magiging positive. So, x positive 1/2. So, your answer will be dy over dx. Our answer, no? Dy over dx is equals to, no? 3 square root of x over 2 plus 1 over 2. Ang ibig sabihin ng x 1/2 is square root of x. So, pwede na ganito. Okay, using power rule. Yan. Next example. Ayan. So, ito, no? Q equals AP square plus BP cube. So, sinabi doon sa question, we will treat saan ba yun? Previous. Okay. Ito to. assume, no? So nabi dito, assume A, B, C, K are constant. Yan. So we will treat A, B, C, K as constant. So ibig sabihin, ang A natin dito ay constant, no? Ang A natin ay constant, then ang B natin ay constant. So dalawa ang variables dito, ang Q at saka ang P. Okay, so ang A is constant, parang number din yan. Let's say number 2, pwede. Let's say B, constant, no? Sinabi doon kasi A, B, C, K are constant. So ang B natin is constant. For example, let's say 5, P cube. So constant ang B. So dalawang variable, P, Q, and P. So derivative of Q with respect to P is dQ over dP, di ba? dQ over dP. Right? So derivative of Q with respect to P is dQ over dP equals, ano ang exponent ng variable P, di ba? 2. So 2 times what? Okay, ang A natin is constant. So 2 times A is 2A. 2A, then P, 2 minus 1 is 1. So P na lang, no? Plus, next is, ang exponent ng variable P is 3. No? 3 times B is 3B. Diba? 3B, then P, 3 minus 1 is 2. So yan. Our dP or our dQ over dP is equals to 2AP plus 3BP square. Okay, next. Ito, no? Given V equals 4 over 3 pi r square B. Okay. So, actually class, ang ito is the formula for volume of oblate ellipsoid. This one, no? So, ang V equals 4 over 3. Tandaan nyo, ang V equals 4 over 3 pi r square B is the volume of the oblate ellipsoid. So, we will derive this one. So, ilan ang variables natin dito? Dalawa lang, no? V at saka yung R. Okay, of course, phi is constant, that is 3.14. Then B is also constant. Kasi sinabi sa direction, we will treat A, B, C, K as constant. So, we will derive V with respect to R. That is dV over dR. Okay, dV over dr. Right? So, ilan ba yung constant dito? Ilan ang constant? Ito ang constant, no? Okay, ito ang constant. I-arrange ko muna na para hindi malito. I-arrange ko muna kasi sanay tayo pag variable na sa last portion siya. 4 over 3. Hindi muna ako mag-drive, no? 5b, ayan, r square. Okay, pareho lang. So, derivative of V with respect to R is dV over dr. dV over dr. Next is, diba? Ano ang i-derive natin dito? Yung R, no? May exponent 2. So, 2 times, no? 2 times this one. Isa-isahin ko muna, no? 2 times 4 over 3 pi b. Diba? And then R, 2 minus 1 is 1. So, simplifying, your dV over dr is equals, of course, 2 times 4 is 8 over 3 pi RB. Yeah. Okay. So, alright. So, meron pa ba? Wala na, no? So, thank you for watching.